hard to stand around when there's a lot of people watching. You try to keep yourself calm, but inside you're fluttering hard, right? And your feet are kicking a mile a minute. Things pick up steam and then they quiet down. And they pick up steam and they quiet down. You know, you're constantly battling those demons to slow down and stop. It's sort of like a detachment almost. I think being your best is more about trying your best than anything else. Because I don't think you really know what your best is, and that's the fun part. You just keep trying your best, and then eventually, you know, it reveals your best self little by little over time. But you don't get that without struggling to find it, right? And I think that that's the journey that we're all on. It's just, you know, how do you find the best version of yourself? Being the best is what everybody wants and hopes for, but you know, there's a world in which you do your best and you're not the best. That is just a reality, and it happens all the time. You know, you try to do everything you can to make that not be the case, but it happens, and I think that you just need to be happy with those, you know, those objective measures that you have competing against yourself. Am I still getting better? Am I doing the right things? Am I moving in the right direction? And if you can say yes to all those things, you should be pretty proud and happy with yourself. A lot of my fuel just kind of comes intrinsically. Like, I'm very motivated to try to not prove myself to anyone specifically, but show myself that I can do things. And the inspiration to other people and things like that is sort of an added bonus. But, you know, I'm still just trying to do it for me. Like, I think it's an outlet that I need and I want still. And while I have that fire, I want to try to keep doing it to just make me happy and sort of feed a flame that's burning in me. The training is tough and it's hard, and I think that the light at the end of that tunnel is stepping onto a competition floor, knowing you're well prepared, and just being able to lay waste to everyone else and walk the field. That's a cool feeling. And I think that that's the feeling everybody chases, is just knowing that, like, you're not touchable. And if you can imagine it, you can prepare for it. I think that fear gets a little bit of a bad reputation around that, and people think you should feel invincible or you should not have any doubts, and I don't think that that's realistic or productive. I think that the best way to prepare yourself for any situation is to imagine the worst case scenario and prepare for it. And then once you have prepared for every worst case scenario that your mind can make up, what's there left to worry about? Often I'll have periods where doubt creeps in, where you wonder, like, hey, you know, is there a back door here where I can sort of slink out of and maybe no one will notice? But I don't think that I have that in me. I would rather, you know, die at the finish line than walk out and not finish.